Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. We're talking to Hammer real quick. It looks like somebody brought Yoko here. I'm gonna guess that was Arikado. The medicine I have won't help much. Will she be alright? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. Because she's my type. How would he possibly know that if he just met her? He hasn't really met her, she's unconscious. That's kind of creepy, Hammer, not gonna lie. Alright, what can we... Is this everything I'm holding right now? Yeah, it is. Look at that. I have a lot of crap on me right now, I guess. So here you go. The Joyeuse is worth 90,000 gold by itself. So that's a good dent in the purchase price of that Soul Eater ring. That being said, there's not much point to me getting rid of it until I have the means to have it all together, and I don't right now. I also would prefer to get the Tsuchinoko Soul to make it a lot cheaper, but I don't have that either. I don't need a lot of this stuff, but I'm just going to hang on to it for right now because I don't really need to buy anything either. Maybe some more mind-ups. Let's get a few of those. He doesn't have anything additional for sale since last time we talked to him, by the way, either. I wonder if Yoko will be alright. Do you know her? She's been coming to my house since I was very young. That's interesting. Poor Yoko. She's just kind of laying there unconscious. Alright, so let's head up to that teleporter room and go to that area we couldn't get to before because of the magic time bunny. In fact, what am I using for souls at the moment? We don't need school anymore. We can have Gremlin back. Alright. Let's move on up to... Was it here? Yeah, it was. It's not the most direct route, but it's a little bit easier than just straight walking there the whole way. Maybe I'll pick up a Persephone while I'm at it. That'd be nice. Valkyrie's actually got a very good soul, too. I wouldn't mind having that one. Kiyoma Demon, I can take her leave. Alright. Persephone, here we come. Maybe not. Okay, no Persephone for me today, but that's alright. Oh, Curly. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, it's back this way, behind... Not here. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Nope, that was from the teleporter room. We're fine. Okay. My bad. Turns out I don't always know what I'm talking about. Strangely. Here we have Little Miss Headhunter's room, who's no longer here, but now we have a witch in her place. And a Durga. Fun stuff. Is this the right room? Nope, this is the save room. In fact, why don't I drop in here real quick? Just for kicks and giggles here. Alrighty. Oh, another free Durga Soul. Cool, why not? Here we go, this is it right here. So I walk in, and then there's Time Bunny. This is the Chrono Mage. He does have a soul that he does drop, and it's a fairly regular drop, actually, too, but that being said, he didn't give it to me right there. But now we can pass through here, because of the Galamoth soul. And move on up here. This is a fairly isolated little area. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on, as far as I'm aware. In fact, I think this pathway I came from is the only way in or out of this room. More lightning dolls. They really wanted you to have that if you didn't already. Here we have our karate-kicking nursemaid. Alright, what's up here? Let's go take a look. More lightning dolls, my favorite. And at the very top here, we have another room up here. Get out of my way, doll. Oh, Archdemon time. Here we get Dainsleif, I think is how you pronounce that. The ultimate magical sword. Well, apparently not, because the one I'm using is still better. Let's take a look at it, though. That's it? Really? Alright, well. Ultimate magical sword. Okay. Anyway, we come in here because this gets us Ancient Book 2, which is all three of them. We now have all three ancient books. And we'll take a closer look at those just a second. I'm going to get out of here first. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else in the castle we need to expressly visit before we head to the top floor. I'm drawing a blank, because I don't believe there is. That being said, why don't we take a quick look here? Yeah, apart from that and the little gray spots that I missed, and I'm sure there's one or two little hidden rooms that I never got a chance to look into. In fact, why don't we go grab one of those right now, because it's just a little bit south of here. Hello, Chrono Mage. Still no soul. Alright, fine. That's the only Chrono Mage in the game, by the way, too, so... If you're intent on farming his soul, that's the place you have to do it. Ooh, a Nemesis. Don't mind if I do. Shields me from enemies' eyes. Okay, not sure exactly how that works, but... Another Nemesis soul! Wow, alright, cool. Once more, unto the breach. Get out of my way. Come on with these Durgas, man. Never got Persephone. That's alright. Can't have everything, I guess. So this hidden area that I did find but couldn't get to, I can now fly up here and grab. There's a friendly Cato Bleepus in here. And a white dragon of all things. And a mimic. And here we have a Sherman ring. The Sherman ring is interesting. So it increases your XP while you walk while wearing the ring. And there's actually a very interesting exploit you can use with the Sherman ring. And this is something that I've actually done, believe it or not. If you, for example, go into a dead-end room in a corner and kind of crouch and hold the movement left button, or like face the wall and move toward the wall and hold the button down, you won't actually move, obviously, but the game will still count you as moving for the purposes of that ring. And something you can do, if you just crouch and hold the button against the wall and leave the buttons down, you'll slowly just gain XP. And it is very easy to level all the way up to maximum by just leaving your machine there with the buttons held down just for a long time and walk away. In fact, as a younger gentleman, I did do that. I had my Game Boy Advance SP sitting on my dresser, left it sitting for 2 nights in a row with some weight pressed down on the buttons. I think I made some little clever Lego contraption to do that. And I came back after a couple days and I was like level 97 or something. So my stats were all like maxed out for the most part, and I was a force to be reckoned with. Nothing could stop me at that point. It's like, at that point the game's just completely trivial. Even with subpar equipment, you just absolutely devastate everything. Quetzalcoatl, never got this soul either. That being said, being level 97 combined with the Cleave Soulish here, again, like, kill the boss in like 4 hits. It's a little bit ridiculous. I think the intended level for you to be by the end of the game is like somewhere in the 50 range. You see I'm level 38 right now. Where was I going to go next? There actually is an area in the clock tower that I missed, so I might as well head back there and go get it. And that's actually on the way to the top floor, so we'll take a detour through my least favorite area of the game, but, you know, it makes things a little easier in the long run. It's not quite as threatening now that I have, A, this sword, and B, I can use the giant bat to float around. So, not quite nearly as annoying as it was when first time I came here. On hard mode, there's actually a couple of neat little toys you can get in the clock tower. That being Death's Robe and Death's Scythe. You can get both of them in hard mode from the clock tower, which is conveniently where you fought Death. May you imagine that? Yeah, this is where I have to go back up through, so. More needles. I love needles. I need the Skula soul equipped for this, which is obnoxious, but what are you going to do? Float right back up here, and I can immediately turn it back off again. This is the way I need to go, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check on that after I kill this guy. Remember when that did like a ton of damage to me, now it does 1? It's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, bye, disc. Alright, so I was looking at a map of this game, and I actually found out there is a secret room in the clock tower, but I just missed it completely. And I was looking in the entirely wrong place for it. So the clock tower is symmetrical, believe it or not. So that secret room I was looking for is it right here? Ouch. That was bad. Hold on a second. Where is that exactly? It's right in here, I think. Maybe not? I thought this whole room, or this whole area was... Oh, you know what it is? It's on the other side. Okay. So I gotta go back down here, actually, first, and then I can get to it. Turns out my ability to perceive symmetry is not quite as good as what it used to be. You'd think I would be pretty good at that, considering I took a lot of architecture classes in college. And denoting, like, areas and rooms and things is something I was relatively good at. There it is! Okay, we found it. And then for our efforts, we get the Mistletoe, which is another sort of legend that is like... I think, actually, the Mistletoe is another Norse thing. It's a sword carved from a tree, so it's actually like a sword made out of, like, a stick, or like a tree branch or something. And the idea behind that was, when the Norse god Balder was born, his mother, like, demanded of all things that they would never hurt him. But I guess she neglected to ask, like, the lowly little tree branch. Or no, you know what it is? It's a sprig of mistletoe, is what it is, or something like that, like a branch of mistletoe. And she didn't bother asking the mistletoe to not hurt him because she's like, oh, it's just this weak little pathetic thing. Can't hurt him anyway. Well, I guess the story is Loki ended up hearing about that. You know, Loki, the god of mischief. And he ended up making, like, a blade out of mistletoe, and he used it to kill Balder because it was the one thing that could actually hurt him. So there's that. And yeah, we did just get that little secret room in here, so that's all that. But we're going to head back up to the top floor and go experience all the very fun-loving things that are to be had up there, of which they are numerous. Hello, Miss Valkyrie. More gremlins to kill. Fun, fun. By the way, I don't like have all this mythology information off the top of my head. I usually look this stuff up ahead of time, but it is very interesting to note a lot of this mythology stuff. I think it's really cool to know. I'm not exactly like a history buff per se, but there is a lot of things about mythology that I find very appealing, very compelling, and Norse is one of my favorites for that particular regard. Why that is, I honestly couldn't tell you. I just find Norse mythology to be fascinating. So here we are. We're in the top floor, and I can't actually go through this way because there's a bloody wrecking ball wall in the way. So this was, oh well. Apologies. I completely blanked and forgot about that. So we're just going to have to go back toward that warp room again. Unless there's an easier way out of this particular area. I don't believe that there is without going past the warp room. Nope, not really. So, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for that. I completely blanked and forgot that you can't actually go into the top room that way. You can use it to get there once you've already been there, but having not actually been to that part of the castle yet. That being said, it shouldn't take me long to get back down there. I can just kind of fall most of the way. Or get stuck on giant moving gears. And some spikes. My favorite. I always... Spikes in video games, it's one of those things. It's just like, you know they're bad, and you know you should stay away from them, but they're always just there, ready to ruin your day, and cause problems. Tell you what, if I ever made a video game, it would not have any spikes in it. Because I think spikes are annoying. And they are, for the most part. Find me one person who thinks spikes are fun in video games, because I guarantee you there's not very many, if there are any at all. So I'm going to get a bunch of comments. Spikes are cool! Spikes are not cool. Spikes are annoying. Especially if you're playing Mega Man, then spikes the worst. Believe it or not, this is the quickest way to go, back where I already was. Through the inner quarters, as it were. So we're going to head back the way we came a little bit. Mr. Guy in the mirror here. Always fun. More partisans, still no soul. Again, I guess I'm just gonna have to kind of take what I can get at this point. This way, yep, here we go. Hello, witch. Which is which? Here we go, top floor. Alright, so sorry about the unnecessary detour there. That being said, we have arrived at the top floor of the castle, the last really traversable area. And I will get to exploring some more of the top floor in the next episode. So until that time, thank you all very much for watching and sticking with me thus far. We're in the home stretch. Unless I decide to soul hunt, then that's going to be a lot longer. That being said, I'll make the decision some other time, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, this has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.